So how's everyone doing this morning? Good. 2 days of SAFe for Teams. You guys are all experts now? Yeah. So we started this journey about a year ago. And as part of that, we've analyzed all kinds of different agile approaches. We looked at some of the objectives that Mark put in his white paper around the need to move fast, the need for agility, the need to be predictable. And you know, we've taken the past year to put all this together. This is the first time we've pulled 160 people, give or take, together to do a large-scale planning event like this. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Mark to actually kick off our first program increment and PI planning event. Mark?
To get started, last night I was talking to my wife, and she was all excited about this guy that she ran into as a YouTube channel, Jay Shetty. Has anyone ever heard of this guy, Jay Shetty? And she sent me a link to a video. And I woke up early this morning and my nose was bleeding, so I said, well, I'll sit and press play and listen to this, being a dutiful husband. I mean, that's really how it all started. But she had told me about this guy who was in London going to school, and they would route through these CEOs of companies and stuff, and they all, had these impressive stories. But the one that really resonated with him was when a monk came to speak with him. And he said he never felt that somebody was happier and so much more engaged, and the big thing was, around service. And then he actually ended up doing summer interns for 3 years while in school, going to this monastery, and then became a monk for 3 years. And then effectively he got kicked out, saying you need to go share what you do. And so, but one of the things that he said, it helped resonate with me why I like being in IT, why I like the job that we do. And what was in his, what he had learned from his monk mentor was, you should plant shade trees where you will never sit. And that's what we do all the time. We are, think about it, what really excites a lot of the folks in our team, hopefully all the folks in our team, is when they actually delight the 150,000 people. Isn't it great to hear when somebody just joins and they have this great onboarding experience, or you show them some new capability that they didn't know we had and can make their life better? I think we have a community of folks that actually our job is to enrich the lives of 150,000 employees. So I was asked to create a white paper. Put your thoughts down on paper of what's the future that you envision. And so did that and released that actually a year ago, right this month. And it talked about fundamentally 3 things. The first one is being able to take advantage of cloud services, to be able to experiment more, to be able to deliver faster, to be able to enrich the value of the services. In fact, to be able to do more, because we're taking advantage of existing stuff. So time to market much less, the amount of resources that you have to invest in it much less. The second thing is operate like a cloud company, taking into account cloud methodologies like Agile, DevOps and stuff that will accelerate and allow us to realize the full value of leveraging these cloud services. And because we have more ability to do more stuff, we need to engage more closely with our stakeholders, because we're going to have a lot more stakeholders that we're going to work intimately with than we ever had the ability to do before. And so those were kind of the core tenets, and none of that has changed. We've only made really significant progress, against that. We need to embrace Agile as a way of how we're going to operate. It was mentioned in the 2.0 paper, but now we need to think about it. And then we were in Broomfield last fall, and a number of folks, Chris, Ken, and others, went and visited SAFe, which is headquartered in Boulder, and we got introduced to a methodology that's designed for big enterprises, such as us. And I said, okay, I love having frameworks. I love having structure, so go for it. I didn't know a whole lot, but I said go for it. So by our adoption of cloud, our adoption of SAFe, It is not only targeted towards us delivering more value to more people faster, but it also, I think, is core to developing each and every one of us. You know, we're being instructed, we're being immersed in not only technologies, but methodologies that are how IT is going to operate as we continue to move forward. So, as you can see, this is a tremendous investment that we're all making, and it's a tremendous investment that we're committed to as we move forward, because I want to see that we are planting shade trees that people all across Oracle are going to sit under. And so with that, we've got, this is a first step. As part of it, whether you want to have your analogy of learning to ride a bike or skiing, what happens? You fall down, you get up, dust yourself off, hopefully there's not too much damage, you figure out what you did wrong, and hopefully next time you do it better. We are going to have that. When we're going to fall down, we're going to pick ourselves up, we're going to figure out what we can do better, hopefully we won't make the same mistake. And that will be core to what we're doing. I hate how these phones just sign off. I think I'm hitting the high points. Cool, I'm actually on track pretty good. I appreciate everyone's efforts. Again, the journey, we're just beginning it, but every month we're going to do better than we did the previous month. Every month we're going to add more value than we did the previous month. And we have never been better positioned than we are now to add value to the company, to do cool things, and actually have a good time and develop each and every one of the employees within Oracle. But on that note, do we have the right skill sets on the team right now? No. I think you all know. All of us are having to relearn how to do our jobs. And so for those of you who embrace, I'm going to learn new methodologies, I'm going to learn new technologies. Like, 2 years ago, who knew about Jira, Terraform, Chef? And then there's, I'm sure, a bunch of stuff that I don't know now that we'll be using just 6 months, 8 months from now. We have to embrace change and learning. And for those of you who like that, this is going to be a great, great ride. So thanks, and I'm going to be around the rest of the week, so please stop by and introduce yourselves.
Cloud art is in here, connectivity art is in the library. Next up is the business owners giving the vision and overview for the next 3 months. Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi Mike, so I'm getting a feeling that there's a lot of enthusiasm this week. People are really excited about everything, but what specifically makes you excited about SAFe and this process?
Definitely all the interpersonal communication going on between everybody. It's been great not only meeting people, but getting to talk with everybody and have everybody have open discussion with each other about every aspect of what's going on.
Do you feel like it's more effective that way?
Oh yes, tremendously so. Nobody talking over each other like on WebEx or anything like that. It's been great.
Multitasking.
Exactly.
All right, well thank you.
Thanks.
Hi guys, how are you?
Doing well.
Good. So you're both members of the Cloud Art.
Yes.
What do you think of the process so far?
I definitely think that it
changes the way that you look at work. It changes the way that you look not just your own work, but the work of your teammates and people in other departments and groups. It forces you to take into account their load and how it impacts what you have. It's very thorough, and it forces you to really expand your mind in terms of what is required.
It's a complete shift in the psychology and the complete shift in the way we have been doing the work so far in GIT. It's more of collaborating with different people, getting different people from all aspects of LOB, I mean the GIT LOB, to work together and see that we achieve that common goal as we go through the iterations, and it's going to be great.
Very good. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you are the release train engineer for the connectivity art, and I'm just curious, what are your observations on the benefits of the SAFe model after this week?
Well, I think it's clearly going to benefit Oracle and connectivity, and that this is the first time that really engineers are going to have direct connection with LT and are able to present directly to them. The face-to-face planning has been invaluable.
Joe, can you tell me a little bit about how we're managing security risks in the Agile release trains?
Sure, Julia. So we've been working by adding our security staff and embedding them into the Agile teams. We've also been leveraging SAFe to accomplish our security objectives and complete the work that we need to get done. And across both arts, we've been working to ensure that security requirements are built in to make sure that they're fully being covered.
That is awesome. Thank you.
So there is a possibility that we may get demotivated. So can we get some budget mark for accepted? Thanks guys, that's all I have.
Okay, any questions about the process? About what we want to do here? We're good? All right. On the count of 3, we're going to each give our score on a fist of 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So I think we all need to say thank you. This is a difficult thing to do, okay? So what these guys were able to do, they've got concerns, they want to talk about it. So now let's give them the respect and listen to what their concerns are, and then see what we can do to address any complications that they see.
Hi Mark, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Good. So we have wrapped up the week, and I'm just really curious what your thoughts are of the process.
Well, you know, this was a big deal to pull so many people across the whole organization. And, you know, I was really excited to see what happened. But from the very first day when I saw everyone, how intense everyone was working on this, so I was really excited. And then as we went through the process, and I realized just the complexities of getting work done with all the different functions and geographies and dealing with the time zones and other organizations, how by putting this methodology together and putting all the people together, we can really accelerate our ability to make decisions and get work done. I mean, but I'd like to thank everyone that's here. I've never seen a single person that wasn't completely dedicated and focused on getting the task done. It was great to have the opportunity to meet all the folks that I have met over the course of the week, as well as for people that have worked together for years and years to meet each other. But more importantly, as we're moving forward, this is going to be a great methodology, a great opportunity for us to pull together the teams, be able to delegate decisions and have them accelerate their ability to deliver value, making work more fun for us and drive more value for Oracle. So I'd like to thank everyone who participated, and I'm looking forward to expanding what we're doing here with SAFe across the whole organization.